Hi guys, my name is Madison Rivera Webster. I found my way to being a comm major because I actually started off college at Valencia Community College and I didn't have a major yet. I didn't pick anything, but I was expecting to go into elementary education. I wanted to be a teacher, and then during the pandemic, I switched over to Rollins full-time, and I actually decided that after taking my first elementary education class, it just wasn't what I wanted. It wasn't what I wanted to be learning. It just seemed like a lot of work for something I didn't feel super passionate about. Then eventually I figured out that I had a few classes that I had taken voluntarily at Valencia that coincided with a comm major. So I just decided to use those classes that I already had and continue from there. What makes studying communication important to me? I love the fact that I'm able to learn something every single time in all my classes. I learned something about myself. I learned something about the way I present myself, what hand gestures mean, the way you say things to people, how they take it in, how that affects the dynamic of your relationship going forward, things like that. An experience within my major, I've loved it so far. I've met some really cool people. There's a huge misconception that being a comm major is typical, is easy, and I really don't think that's the case. There are easier parts to it. Like for me, something easy is public speaking, writing really long papers, things like that I find easier, but I have struggled with learning research and citing sources, peer-reviewed, all that kind of stuff. So I really do hope to kind of hone in on my research a little bit more throughout the duration of the next few months until we graduate. But one of my favorite memories during the last 3 years at Rollins was in Dr. Balmajay's class. I took all of his classes, but specifically within his authentic leadership class, I had to do a group project where we had to pick some type of movie from a long list of movies that he provided for us, and we were able to make a presentation after watching the movie explaining all the different attributes of an authentic leader within one of the characters of the movie. So my group, comically, of course, we decided to pick the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the cartoon version. So it was really funny. We thought it was hilarious that we chose a cartoon movie and we were still able to do a really serious presentation about the actual leadership the things within the literal turtles. But that was probably one of my favorite times in a comm class because we were learning real work that we could apply to our real lives, but it was also super funny that we were, able to just pull out the hat and do it with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Something that I've learned about myself within being a communication major is that I love connecting with people. I love being able to, sit down with another person, make eye contact with them, truly listen to what they're saying and learning the difference between just hearing what somebody's saying and truly listening and responding in a way that brings out the light in them, brings out the furthering the conversation with them. That's something that I've been able to utilize with myself, talking to myself, that's healthy. Talking to my husband, to my family members, to people in the work sense, networking with people, kind of navigating those conversations to make the other person feel comfortable enough to kind of drop their boundaries and get on that personal level with me, because that's fostering those relationships and creating opportunities for the both of us from that. So that's probably something that I've learned that I really like about myself and other people within the communication major. But yes, I'm very excited for the year.